Hey everyone, before we begin today's video, a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to the channel and to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from me. I'm also over on Twitch, so consider following or subscribing at twitch.com/IamSlimYGO. If you want to support me in the channel, you can do so by using my TCG Player affiliate link when you shop for cards, as it's no cost to you. If you're looking for awesome custom play mats and sleeves, check out Your Playmat and use my affiliate link when you shop and it will save you 10% on checkout. In addition, if you want the best gaming chairs and gaming tables on the market, visit Ewin Gaming and use the code SLIM for 20% off and begin gaming in style. Lastly, if you really want to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support me and what I do here. All these links will be in the description below. With all that being said, let's get to today's video.
Hi, I'm Ed. My name is ACEPCION. I got first place at the Blazing Cards 3v3 in Los Angeles, California. There was 28 teams. There's a lot of good players. There's Billy Brake, Kenny Nguyen, Jackie Bernal, just like a lot of good players. You know, my teammates were Ryan Murakami and Zach Stone, so I've known them for a long time. And I went X2 in Swiss. I lost twice in Swiss, but in top 8, I did not lose a match. So here is my deck, and I played Madolche. So here it is. So start off with the hand traps, 3-dimension shifter. This supposedly was like the best card in my deck, and you're supposed to play, not supposed to play this in Madolche, but then the reason why you play this in Madolche is because you can infinite loop this. You can activate this multiple times. However, for me, it was really lackluster because the problem with Dimension Shifter is it's kind of like Barrier, where when you activate it, you have to hope your opponent plays into it, or you have to hope that your opponent hand is, like even playable, so where it actually stopped them for the turn. And the main issue is you need, this puts a monster in grave, so it actually reduces the amount of starters you have by like almost 50%. Like half the starters in your deck don't work if a card is in your graveyard. But when they summon Appaloosa, you can just force your play out through like this, and then it's a way to make sure that your graveyard has nothing before you even start playing, because that's one of the issues. Now for the Madolche engine, here are the bricks: 1 Pudding Sis, Messengelados, and 2 Hoot Cake. These 3 are the worst ones because they actually just don't do anything. She's by far the worst one because, you know, she is level 5, but she is needed for the basic combo, which is like the 10,000 damage combo. Messengelado, you can't play, older lists like from like 2007, not 2007, like 2004, not 2014, I think that's when the deck came out, is they would play 3, but then now, like, how do I say it? There's a lot of ways to circumvent you drawing both, and we don't even play like the Mewful, so then having this isn't as good. And then this is the only card that I think I would bump up to 3, because one of the issues with this deck is if you have a card engraved, you can't really play. So then Hoot Cake lets you play with like other hand traps. But the main issue with Hoot Cake is it's level 3, so it really doesn't do anything unless you have a card engraved. So that's still up for debate. And 3 Angeli, 3 Petting Sisor, and 3 Mageline. You want to open up one of these every hand. If you don't, then you're probably not winning. Angeli is the best one because it requires the least amount of setup. It's a card where if you have a card engraved, you'll still be able to play. Mageline Petting Sisor, it's mainly like a first turn or like a setup card, but these do the most. This is the reason why this deck is so good, because it's a 1 card and it makes like a really, really strong board. A really sticky board that's like hard to kill. And then for the rest of my Madolche cards, 3 Salon, 1 Ticket, and 1 Chateau. Chateau is really broken with Goes and Match because it kind of like gives you a Spirit Reaper as a card. It makes it so your cards just keep adding back. But it's actually really pivotal because with Glass Souffle shuffles any 2 cards back into your deck, any 2 cards back into a player's deck. And Chateau is whenever a Madolche, not Madolche card, but whenever a card gets shuffled by a Madolche effect. So you can target stuff like your Dimension Shifter or your Herald of Orange Light and then add it back with Chateau. Ticket, you have to play. It's like one of the worst draws, but against like bad decks, against decks that are really slow, Madolche Ticket is like super strong, but against combo decks, it's not that good. But you have to play it because this is like your OTK enabler. And then Salon, it's an unreal card. It lets you double summon, and that's all you need for Madolche to like unbrick a lot of the hands. And then it's like an advantage engine, so it's really good. The main issue with Salon is the mandatory effect, and that's why you can't play 2 Chateau, because if you have a Salon on field and it activates and you have Chateau as a target, it turns off like a lot of your combos by just like putting a face down Chateau. And then for my consistency cards, pretty simple. 3 Pot of Prosperity. This card, even though it's like really expensive, you have to play it in Madolche, because Madolche only has like 9 real starters: the 3 Angeli, the 3 Mageline, and the Petting Sensor. So this being able to see 6 cards deeper is like super important. You don't draw in your deck, and honestly, you only use like 3 extra deck cards. So like the how you say it? It's called the trade-off is like minute, but the most important thing is after you do your combo, this card adds like any floodgate or any like blowout card. So it's like really, really good, especially games 2 and 3. And then for my defensive cards, Call by the Grave, because my deck is a 1-card engine deck. This forces out my plays. Same thing with Droplet. I didn't want to play a Strike, because even though Strike, I think, trades more evenly with the rest of the format, Strike is strictly only for going first, and Droplet is a lot better going second. And if I get to go first, it's fine if I draw like a subpar card like Droplet, even though it's not that bad. But Strike is infinitely times better going first. But Droplet, just being able to go second, is so strong. And then Madolche is kind of like a tempo deck, so like you can't wait forever. You kind of just have to like push for game. And then the reason why I think this deck is so strong is this combination of cards: 3 Goes and Match plus 2 Salon. So Salon is the in-engine card. It's a hot red dragon. You bounce Madolche to negate a face-up card on the field. But why it's so good is in tandem with Goes and Match. Basically what Madolche Promenade does, it protects the Goes and Match, and that's basically your win con. A lot of decks prey on effect negation, so having Promenade as like a generic negate is like really strong, stopping like Twin Twisters and things like that. And most importantly, it just protects Goes and Match. So even if you look at my side deck, I have like more floodgates to protect with Promenade. And then the weird card, not weird, but Treacherous and Gravedigger. Gravedigger is because if you open up the normal combo of Salon Mageline, you can have like an anti-nib hand. And then this card is just like a card. I wanted a value card off of for Rafflesia, but then I learned there's like a way better card than this. This card is really, how you say, not dice roll, but it's more proactive, but it requires more setup. So I would try playing Floodgate Trap Hole. But this I think you always have to play second Trap Hole, because Zeus is so important. Like Zeus is like public enemy #1. You have to stop it. And then Red Reboot. I only activated this card in the finals versus Kenny. But like in a 3v3, you're allowed to play like sacky cards like this, because consistency thrown out of the window because you have 3 teams to play for you. And then for my extra deck, pretty simple. 3 Anti-Spell and 2 Solemn. It goes with the whole like floodgate thing. So I just have to draw like extra traps and I do my combo, and then my opponents are like unable to kill me, and then I can push through. And that's how like Madolche works. Madolche doesn't actually make like that broken or oppressive of board. It just makes a board that's like really hard to kill. And then when you commit into that board, you just shuffle away everything and just like kill them. 2 Twin, 2 Lightning Storm, and a pink. This is for like backfield decks or anything going second. But then specifically, these 3 are for Tri-Brigade going second, because you're just trying to break the board. And yeah, this is just anti-backfield cards. Double Nib. I think I should have played 3, because this is a hand trap that doesn't go to grave. I don't know. I'm really scared of like combo decks. Not necessarily like stuff like Drytron, but like, you know, like the jig combo decks where it's like where they just summon like 50 cards and you just die. So like Nib is like a safety precaution. And 3 Droll and Lockbird. I do this a lot, so it's really good. A lot of people say to play, I don't know what the one card is called, because this could have been Psycho Readers and this, and my loss in Swiss was Drytron, so maybe Psycho Reader could have been more efficient, but I really like Nib because it covers more matchups like Dragons. And then finally, for my extra deck, hopefully I got it in order. Yeah, I do. Okay, so pretty simple. Start off with the Madolche stuff. 3 Tiramisu, 3 Glass Souffle, 3 Chocolate a la Mode, and 1 Sistart. Yeah, you kind of have to play all 3 of these because they're all really important for Pot of Prosperity. You have to play 3 for a really dumb reason. 2 of this and a Hoot Cake is 8,000 damage with Chateau. But most importantly, so what I said is like you summon a sticky board. So against like Shaddoll, like this is 3,000 defense with Chateau on field. So then you just turn this into you turn Glass Souffle into Chocolate a la Mode, and that lets you attack over a window. So that's why I play 3. Usually you banish 2 unless you know you're playing against Shaddoll. And then Tiramisu is the heart and soul of the deck. She's like how you kill people. Yeah, this is a waste of like $400. You can just play the $10 version. And then I have a bunch of flex spots. I have Boral Sword. Basically, with Boral Sword, it was supposed... it's the only out in my deck to the Ad Ignister Link monster. So you just had to play it. I summoned it once, and it was cool. I summoned it to Out of Flying Sea because I don't own Asa. A Zeus and Exciton. So if Penning Scizor gets negated, you're able to make non-Madolches. And these are like the most high impact ones. It's really cool because Zeus people just don't expect it. It's crazy. And then you can summon Exciton, blow up the board, and then main phase 2 put Zeus over it. So then you have like another layer of interruption. You don't have to make a 4-material Zeus. And then Zeus gets even better because you can summon like this and then put this on top and then summon Zeus. So then you can have like a 4-material Zeus. And that's like really crazy. And then I have 2 Rafflesias. I didn't have a Asa, and I didn't really feel like asking anyone for an Asa at the event, so I didn't borrow it. But technically, it's supposed to be either an Asa or a I don't know what the one card is called, Gao Cowboy, because they're both Earth that you can make under Gozen. Rafflesia is just really good because it lets you draw trap cards when you draw too much engine cards. But for sure, I'd play Asa instead of this because it's a way to out Contact C. But yeah, that was my deck. I just want to say thanks to my dad for recording. Thanks to Ryan and Zach for teaming up with me. And thanks for watching this video. Shout outs to Blazing Cards and shout outs to YGO Black Market. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a special thanks to all my patrons. It's because of you, after all these years, I'm still able to make this type of content. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the videos that are suggested here for you, and just remember you guys, it's not just a game, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching.